We've all been there, in a relationship that seems perfect on the surface. You think she's the one, you think everything's fine, but deep down, something doesn't feel right. You start noticing small things, changes in tone, distant behavior, excuses that don't sound convincing. Tiny cracks that slowly appear in what you thought was an unbreakable bond. At first, you ignore it. You tell yourself, "It's just me. I'm overthinking." You make excuses for her behavior because you love her. Because you believe love should fix everything. But here's the cold, hard truth: sometimes, love isn't the problem. The problem is the person you're giving it to. If your woman is doing these 5 things, it's not about overthinking anymore. It's about protecting your peace, your mental health, and your self-respect. Because if you keep ignoring these signs, you'll slowly lose pieces of yourself until you don't even recognize who you've become. You'll start second-guessing everything you say and do. You'll question your own worth. And before you know it, you'll be stuck in a cycle, not living, not growing, just surviving inside a relationship that drains you. You deserve better than that. You deserve someone who brings out your strength, not someone who makes you feel small. So let's get real. Here are 5 signs that she's not the one, and that it's time to walk away. 1. She gaslights you. This one is dangerous, and it's the biggest red flag of all. Gaslighting isn't always obvious. It starts small. You tell her, "I don't like when you do that." And she looks at you like you're crazy. "What are you talking about? That never happened." Slowly, she makes you question your memory, your emotions, your reality. She convinces you that every argument, every problem, is somehow your fault. And before you realize it, you start apologizing for things you didn't even do. That's not love. That's manipulation. Real love makes you feel safe in your truth, not confused by it. If a woman keeps rewriting your reality to protect her ego, it's time to stop explaining yourself and start walking away. Because no relationship can survive when one person is constantly made to feel crazy just for being honest. 2. She disrespects your boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls, they're lines of respect. You tell her you need some space, and she calls you distant. You tell her you're uncomfortable with something, and she laughs it off. You set a line, and she crosses it with a smile. A woman who doesn't respect your boundaries doesn't respect you. When you allow someone to break those limits again and again, you're teaching them that your comfort doesn't matter. You're teaching them that they can take without giving. And here's the truth: someone who doesn't respect your boundaries is not a partner, she's a drain. She's stealing your peace, your focus, your self-worth. You'll end up exhausted, wondering why you feel so empty. But that's not love, that's control. And you deserve more than that. 3. She always plays the victim. You know the type. No matter what happens, it's never her fault. She lies, but somehow you made her do it. She snaps at you, because you pushed her too far. She cheats, because you didn't give her enough love. Every situation, every mistake, becomes your responsibility. And over time, you start believing it. You start apologizing just to keep the peace. But here's the thing: when someone refuses to take accountability, you can't grow together. It's impossible to build trust with a person who's always protecting their ego instead of the relationship. You end up stuck in a never-ending loop of blame and guilt. And that's not a partnership, that's emotional warfare. You don't need to fix her. You need to free yourself. 4. She disrespects your time. Time is the most valuable thing you can give to someone, because once it's gone, you never get it back. But some people treat your time like it's disposable. She makes plans and cancels last minute. She leaves you waiting for hours. She never prioritizes your needs but expects you to drop everything for hers. When you call her out, she says, "Relax, it's not a big deal." But it is. Because when someone truly values you, they respect your time. They make an effort to show up. If you're constantly waiting for her calls, her texts, her attention, that's not a relationship, that's a waiting room. And trust me, if she's wasting your time now, she'll waste your future later. 5. She stops trying. At first, it's magic. Texts all day, affection, care, connection. She listens, she surprises you, she makes you feel wanted. But then, the effort disappears. She stops dressing up for you. Stops asking about your day. Stops doing the little things that made the relationship special. You start feeling like an option instead of a priority. And here's the truth: when effort dies, love starts fading. A healthy relationship requires consistent effort from both sides. When one person stops trying, it's a sign they've already checked out emotionally. You can't keep a relationship alive by yourself. So if you're seeing these signs, the gaslighting, the disrespect, the excuses, the lack of effort, it's time to face reality. You don't owe her an explanation. You don't need closure. You just need to choose yourself. Because staying in a relationship that breaks your spirit doesn't make you loyal, it makes you lost. Walk away before you lose more than just your time. Walk away before you lose your peace. Your worth isn't something someone else defines, it's something you protect. If she's dimming your light, it's time to turn that light off and leave her in the dark. You know what to do. So go do it. And remember, the right person will never make you question your value. They'll remind you of it every single day.